Welcome to Shakespeare, the Sonnets. Let's get this started with. And today we're doing the most famous of Shakespeare's sonnets, sonnet number 18. Alright, sonnet number 18 might be the most famous poem in the world. However, arguably, because we're not really sure. However, it is the most famous of Shakespeare's sonnets. That we are certain about. Now, what makes this so interesting? Other than the fact that it's number 18, it's also what's inside of it, what it talks about, and how it talks about it. That's what counts. So let's see what's inside. Let's recite it. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaves have all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag that thou wanderest in his shade. When in eternal lines to times thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. First off, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G, so rhyming scheme, check. Second off, the iambic pentameter. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Check. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Check. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. Yeah, you can see the pattern here. That works. And all this just means that you're just gonna go ahead, do whatever you want. And here, it's possibly being told to the fair youth. We're not actually told. We don't actually directly know that this is being told to the young youth, because there's no mention of it. There's no eyes. It's just, well, there is one eye, but it's not much. Here are a few things that you should probably look at anyway. Okay. And summer's leaves have all too short a day, sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. That means that there's a lot of things that's wrong with summer. Our, apparent eye of heaven is, of course, the sun, because ancient people will probably think that the sun would be an eye of heaven where people look through it, and the moon is just another eye of heaven to just look at the night. Here, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, is when the sun is blocked by clouds. That sucks, right? Of course that sucks. When you can't see the sun and you want really sunny days, and you don't see the sun's blocked all day, it's cloudy all day, then you'll definitely not want it at all. Sunny days are great for some people. Cloudy days for other people who need rain, because they love rain. That's apparently their favorite weather. I don't know anyone who likes rain as their favorite weather, but it kind of makes sense. Now, our next part here, let me change my color real quick. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thouest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade. That means that summer is not forever, but it will not always go away. It'll come back, and you won't lose it. It'll just come back. It's like migration. Here, when in eternal lines the times thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and gives life to thee. This means that as long as people live and read this, then this sonnet will still exist. And if this sonnet still exists, then that means you will exist in the form of the lines in sonnet number 18. As a little side note here, sonnet 18, he didn't write it. This wasn't the 18th sonnet he wrote. He actually wrote other sonnets before he started writing sonnet number 1. We just number them that way because apparently just asked the editors who published his sonnets. It's often called Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, and that's all we have. I hope you guys actually did enjoy this episode. I hope you learned something new. We analyzed sonnet number 18, one of the most famous poems in the world, definitely the most famous Shakespeare sonnet in the world. And I'll see you guys soon. Sean out. Peace. Bye-bye. Please wear a helmet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaves have all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is its gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see. So long lives this, and this gives life to thee.